I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become.
Today we have chest and delts, and what better way to start off the comeback than with chest and delts. And also, we have some golf, so I'll see you guys inside. Starting off the first video back with a chest press, and I'm doing 4 different sets. 2 sets of 15 and then 2 sets of 12, and I do make sure that I'm going up in weight each and every single time in every single set. From there, moving on to a banded Smith machine incline bench press. And here I'm doing 3 different sets, 1 of 12, 1 of 10, and then 1 of 8, and I do go very heavy on these. I have been able to get up to 255 pounds, so I've been very excited about this exercise. Moving on to just a regular barbell inclined bench press. And I'm doing 2 sets of 20 reps with 135 pounds just to tire out the rest of that chest. And this is a lot harder right after those really heavy sets on the Smith machine. Then moving on into the first superset of the workout, and it's going to be the pec deck. And here I'm doing 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps, really shooting for that 20 rep range and then going up in weight on that second set. But after that first one, heading straight into the machine chest press, and there I'm going until failure, and I'm really shooting for that 12 to 20 rep range for as many as I possibly can, really getting a good burn on that chest, and it is gonna hurt. And then heading on over to the machine shoulder press, and here I have 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps, and what I like to do is start off with around 50 pounds and then go up in 10-pound increments for each set. After that, heading on into the second superset, the first exercise of which is going to be a seated dumbbell lateral raise, and I do that for 2 sets of 20 reps, really making sure to keep my form as great as possible. And then moving on into a incline front raise, and I go until failure, really shooting for that 20 rep range as well to get a really good burn on the shoulders and tire them out. And then finishing off the workout with the lateral raise machine, and this is going to be a whopping amount of 2 sets of 50 reps, and it's going to tire out the overall shoulder. A pain in the ass, but it is very worth it and very great. Heading on over into golf. So like I said, I wanted to create a different kind of video, kind of different format. I hope you guys enjoyed the slight little bit amount of golfing that I was able to capture in between. You know, I had to get my meal prep down, one at the course, not only golfing and, you know, trying to figure out a way to do some angles since my GoPro that I brought with me, my SD card that I had in it was full, and that kind of fucked me over. But I still got some pretty decent shots in my opinion. I'm gonna have to see how it turns out. Without any further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so starting off posterior chain with line leg curl, and here I'm doing 4 different sets, 3 sets of 15 and then 1 set of 10. I am finally able to do these as much as I want since my gym finally fixed this machine. Moving on into a chest supported row, and here I'm doing 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, going very heavy, heavier than I have in a long time, but I've been needing it, and you know, it just felt very great to get up to this amount of weight. I did end up going to 4 plates, and I haven't felt that strong in a while. Heading on over into machine leg press with a high foot placement, and here I'm doing 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps, really shooting for that 20 rep range and going at about 100 pounds and then moving up in 25-pound increments. Moving on into lying leg curl again, but this time single-legged. And here I'm shooting for 2 sets of 12 to 20 reps, really shooting for that 20 rep range to really tire out the rest of that hamstring. After that, heading on over into some pull-ups. And this is going to be 3 sets until failure. And let me tell you that my pull-ups have gotten so damn good. I am so proud of myself for continually working them and making sure that I can make them as best as I possibly can. Moving on into a close grip chest supported row, and I'm doing 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps, really shooting for that 15 rep range so I can tire out the rest of the back as much as possible. And then after that, I'm heading into some machine adductor. And here I'm doing 4 sets of 25 reps, and I do like to go up in weight like I do on the majority of my exercises to really make sure that I'm getting the most out of this exercise. And then heading on over into seated calf raises. And this is going to be 4 sets of 20 reps and really tiring out the muscle, getting a nice squeeze at the top, holding for about 3 seconds, and that's going to do it for the rest of this day. So starting off today with the pec deck machine, and here I'm doing 3 sets of 15 reps, starting off at about 100 pounds and then going up by 15 pounds each and every single time, really making sure to get a good starting pump on the chest. Then heading on over into barbell incline bench press, which is going to be 3 different sets, 115, 112, and then 18. And I do make sure that I'm pausing on my chest, and I do go up in weight each and every single time. I do end up at about 205 pounds. Moving on into the chest press machine, and here I'm doing 2 sets of 20 reps at 90 pounds, really making sure to get a good stretch on the pec and tire out the muscle nice and easy, not going too heavy, making sure to stop all the way at the bottom and then press up. Next up is the lateral raise machine, and here I'm doing 3 sets of 25 reps, a little bit higher weight than I normally do on the other days, but just to make sure that I get the same amount of stress onto the shoulders that I can. From there, heading on into the first and only superset of this day, which is going to start off with a weight plate front raise, and that's going to be 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps at 25 pound plate. And I really shoot for that 15 rep range, and then straight after head on to cable crossbody tricep extensions, and that is going to be 3 sets until failure, and I'm really shooting for that 20 to 25 rep range in order to get the maximum amount of benefits out of this exercise. And then heading on into single arm cable tricep pushdown, and that's going to be 3 sets of 20 on each arm, and I do start off at about 20 pounds and end up at 30, making sure to go up by 5 pounds on each and every set. And then heading on into the seated calf raises, 5 sets of 20 reps. I do have a 3-second hold at the top to really make sure that I'm working the muscle as much as I possibly can, and then finishing off the workout with some cardio. Alright, so today is the 4th of July, and I hope you all have had a great 4th of July, starting off with leg extensions. And here I have 4 different sets, 2 sets of 20 and then 2 sets of 15, really trying to tire out those quads straight from the beginning, and then heading on over into a lateral hack squat machine. And here I have 3 different sets, 2 sets of 12 and then 1 set of 8, and I was feeling very confident in myself today, and I was able to go up way heavier past a plate, and I was able to get to 2 with the 8 reps. Very excited about that. Heading on over into the machine leg press with a low foot placement, and here I have 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps, really shooting for that 20 reps and making sure to tire out the quads as much as possible. And then moving on into the last exercise, which is going to be a superset. And since my injury is still healing, I start off with body weight squats, 3 sets of 12, and then moving on into single legged leg extensions until failure, and really shooting for that 20 to 25 rep range to get a very good finishing touch on the quads. So I'm finishing this video off in the bathroom, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, please consider subscribing and following the journey. I am back on the grind. Needed some time to reset, recharge, kind of get out of the swing of things in order to bring something better to the table. I'm gonna be practicing my transitions, different shots, different ways about uploading the video, in terms of not really doing these voiceovers as much, but you know, still having the connection, the one-on-one that I kind of want to build over time. Do also want to get a drone in order to get better shots about where I am, different places that I visit, the landscape, the layout. A lot of fun things coming, especially after summer shredding. So I'm just excited for you guys to come with me on the journey, but I promise I will be getting a lot better at this. But like I said, I hope you guys have had a great 4th of July. I hope all of you are safe, and I am happy to be back. So I will see you guys in the next shredding series video. Take care, y'all.